It is a good morning, and today we didn't take any trades, but let's investigate what happened. So, yesterday my targets were actually not hit. Um, I marked out these equal highs, and even though we did win catching half of the move, I was expecting this to go up here, but it failed to do so, and it continued down. So now this becomes a low resistance liquidity run. I'm assuming that it might just take this on NFP on Friday, but that's obviously something that I don't trade. So yeah, it's been selling off. It looks like we had this whole big imbalance and it's come back down. So on the daily chart, it looks like this. And what I had marked out today is this order block and this fair value gap right above the order block. So I was looking to see if we can come down here and then reverse a little bit, but it is 10:15 and we are seeing no signs of reversal. So that kills my interest for today's session. So let's just see what I was analyzing and what I had marked out. So I had this fair value gap marked out because I was looking at it around here, 9 o'clock, while it was above here. But at 9:30, it came down all the way to this order block, which I had marked out. So this fair value gap has been invalidated as a potential area for reversal. And I did not take any trades. I did not place any orders because I was looking for longs and we did not get any longs. So on the 2-hour chart, this fair value gap over here was holding, the bodies closed underneath it, which is when I realized, okay, we're probably going to see some further downside, but I'm not really interested in downside. And also there was news at 10 o'clock, which I was waiting for. I didn't want to be in a position before 10 o'clock because I thought that we might have some slow price action before 10 o'clock. That is indeed not the case. We moved like 100 points before 10 o'clock, even before the news even dropped. And then, yeah. So let's look at what happened. We had this fair value gap, which I was looking at for reversals, but this was obviously way too early in the morning. There were some potential trades here. There were potential longs that we could have taken up into here. And after that, there are some shorts as well. But again, this is way too early for me to be trading. And there's news at 10, so that's what I was waiting for. But the news didn't deliver anything particularly interesting to me. So we had these equal highs on the 1-minute chart, which I wanted to see if the 10 o'clock news was going to take. It didn't. And I had this marked out, which is the 15-minute, yes, the 15-minute institutional order flow entry drill. So I was expecting this to continue selling off, but I was not going to risk shorting it before it took these highs because I thought that there's always a chance it pumps one more time, and I'm only trying to take the absolute highest probability trade entries. And yesterday we made 700, so we're getting very close. I need 2 more good days of $600 profit to pass the funded account. So I'm not in a rush to take any trades at all. I still have 15 days until I have to pay the $50 again. But honestly, even if I don't get it by then, that's completely fine. I would much rather just get the account and then see if I can get some payouts. So at 10 o'clock, it made this fair value gap, which I was looking to see if it would hold to the upside to potentially take these highs. And also because this is the fair value gap on the daily chart, and I wanted to see if we would reverse from here. But we had these equal lows underneath it, and this is a low resistance liquidity run, which is why I didn't long this fair value gap. I wanted to see if it was going to come down here and then show some signs of reversal. It did no such thing. And also with these equal lows, I marked out this fair value gap over here to see if it wanted to come up here and show some signs of reversal to the downside to take out these lows. It didn't do that either, so absolutely no trades for me today. And yeah, so overall I think the market is still bullish. Of course I could be wrong. We did just take out all of these equal highs, so it's possible that it just reverses from here, but I do still think until this thing breaks, I think we are still, like, it could come all the way down here and still go up, in my opinion. But that doesn't really matter to me because this is a 1 hour chart and I trade on the 5-second chart. So even if it doesn't do that, I'm completely fine. As you saw yesterday, I was wrong about my targets. It went down, I was long, but I still made money. So that's the beautiful thing about ICT, and I just really like the precision, and I'm getting better and better at executing high probability trades. So yes, you could always just take some, more speculative trades, but I like taking the highest probability ones with the lowest risk and the highest risk to reward, because the TopStep parameters are not the easiest thing to pass, right? You have 1,000, you have to make 3,000. Of course, you have 2,000 in total, but you have 1,000 per day. So you do have to manage your risk very well. But yeah, so we had the 2 hour fair value gap holding, and we had this sell side, which is the daily fair value gap and the order block. Yeah, that's kind of the extent of my analysis, and we ripped through it. So now there's not much left for me to do. I'm not going to chase it short because are we really going to go down here? Well, we could, but it's not high probability anymore. If you're selling in discount, then there's always a chance that the trade goes against you, which is why I want to be selling in premium, but it's already too late to do that. And do I think it's going to reverse? Well, it's not impossible, but I'm not trying to catch a falling knife. And it's moved a lot already. So from 9:30, it has moved 170 points. So I think there's a chance that no matter what it does, like it can keep going down, it can keep going up, but there's also a chance that it just kind of stops around here. So yeah, that's going to be it for my trading day. And it's NFP this week, so I'm probably not going to be on the charts anymore this week. I have other things to do, and it's Tuesday. So Wednesday AM I think is still reasonable for an NFP week. But if we don't see anything tomorrow morning, then I'll see you guys next week. Also, go look at yesterday's video because I think I put a lot of effort into it, and it was a pretty good video, and it got like no views. So if you're seeing this, just go and look at that video. It's way more interesting than this one. We actually took a trade yesterday, and yeah, but this is still my trading journal. So no matter what happens, boring or not, I am talking to my future self, and I am recording what's going on today, my thoughts, my feelings, and my analysis. So yeah, even if it gets no views, I'm still uploading it. And hopefully at some point I will be focusing more on better YouTube content. But for now, I'm focusing on getting funded. And when I do get funded, obviously you can already see what I'm using, but I can fully explain my strategy if I get funded, because then there's actual credibility behind it. But yeah, until then, hopefully you guys enjoy. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys probably next week.